Hey guys, we're back again with another reading. This time I'm doing Oracle along with Tarot, so it should be really cool. This is the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck and guidebook. It's really cool. I'll explain that a little bit later. First, let's get to the reading. So this is going to be for Gemini. Already kind of reshuffled, so I'm just gonna be over here and in and out. So here you go. Okay, so it looks like you're leaving something behind that meant a lot to you, made you feel secure. You held in for a long time and really worked on. You felt proud of kind of what you built in that situation, but now you're at a point where you're kind of unsure, right? Because with the Chariot, either it's Cancer energy, but if it's not Cancer energy, then it's also just, and it could be both for those of you who do have a Cancer energy involved, but whoever you are, if you don't have a Cancer energy involved, then it just means, you know, a resting period. Not resting, but just kind of being aware, waiting, and trying to see which way to go before taking action. So not action taking, but assessing the situation and trying to figure out which way to go. So it's in kind of unsure energy, right? Because I feel that you're sure about leaving this thing. You know, you're sure that you want to leave and move, you know, wherever it is you're going, away from this thing that you built for so long. But the thing about it is that you're unsure now because you're not really sure what you're going to do now that you're in this new place, this new area, with this new kind of situation going on. So I feel like that means for those of you who are leaving something behind, this thing meant a lot to you. It really held close to your heart. And that just is an even greater indicator. And it's kind of a trapped feeling. So I kind of get that these two are similar in that you're waiting now, you're not sure which way to go, and my freaking dog, dude. And you're not really sure which way to go. And you kind of feel trapped in that because, right, you're like, okay, you know, there's only so many places to go from here, and I'm not really sure, but you'll figure this out. Something, for those of you who do not feel that way, something really meaningfully emotional is coming your way. Really meaningful and emotional is coming your way. Something emotionally fulfilling. And so some of you, I feel like it had to do with the love situation. Like, this is what you're kind of leaving behind, and it meant a lot to you. And it's kind of a stuck feeling because now you have to, you're sure you have to move on and leave this behind, but you're kind of unsure of where to go next. So you feel kind of trapped there, like you don't really know what's going to happen. It's kind of just in the universe's hands, and you kind of feel a little confused and a little afraid maybe, possibly by that. But you feel stuck there, like you don't really have a choice, like you just kind of have to wait and see and wait for things to get better, And for those of you who that does not apply, it will be that love is coming your way or something very emotionally fulfilling, okay? This is Pisces energy. Okay, so it looks like on the home and family, or a close group of friends, or somebody you consider close as family, it's kind of clouded right now. Things are a little weird or just confusing, not really clear, Things are just a little bit confusing and just, everyone's just a little off right now. So if this is Pisces energy, then you're dealing with a Pisces. You could be possibly having a child or expect a pregnancy pretty soon. And this could be a person that you're involved with, but or someone in your family who is expecting a child. And if it's not a Pisces, then it is that this whole situation here has got you feeling very uneasy. You're very confused. You're very unsure. Again, like with this energy, the Chariot and the Eight of Swords, it's just a very confused energy, a very, you're kind of on autopilot. You're not really sure what exactly is coming your way, and you're just kind of like clouded. You know what I mean? So if this is not a child coming your way, then it's just a new beginning of some sort, involved with somebody that you care about deeply, and it's just kind of nostalgic, or it's just kind of like you feel like you've been here before, but you're not really sure. It's just kind of confusing right now. This is Sagittarius energy. Okay, so it's like this is either Sagittarius energy, so you can be involved with the Sag, or it's, you know, your peace of mind. You know, after this whole clouded situation here with the family, it's like your peace, you're just looking for peace. You're just looking for where, you know, you can create peace and maintain peace in this family or this close person or group of friends. You know, this tight-knit kind of family-like group of people that you're with or around lately, or who you associate with, who mean a lot to you, these people, and almost like a family. And someone's either having a child or there's a new beginning coming your way, and you're trying to maintain the peace because it's a very confusing time. You know, you had to just leave something that meant a lot to you, and you're kind of moving forward and not really sure where to go, and now you're here. And the good news is that there's many options, and I see you're trying to maintain your peace here, or this is Sag, or both. And but yeah, you have many options, and really what it is that, you know, as a Gemini, you're very about go, go, go. You know, I don't want to sit here and just wait, but this card indicates that you are going to have to do some waiting. You're going to, you know, experience a time that's, you know, you have to be very patient. And like earlier, how I kind of got the feeling of, you know, you feel like it's in the universe's hands and you kind of just have to wait until things happen, and, you know, it's kind of out of your control. That's kind of what this card's saying, except you are in control. It's just that you can feel like nothing's going on and it can kind of start to feel stagnant. But the thing about it is, you know, good things come to those who wait. And so that's the best advice I can give you for that one. Just be patient, even though it's hard. It's hard for you to sit still and try to see things through, but you just have to do that and things will be great. Because, you know, you gotta work for things sometimes, and it takes a while sometimes, but it's not a bad thing. The thing that I would say is bad about the situation is that possibly, you know, the situation you're having to wait for, this thing that you're trying to create or build or maintain and, you know, see good results from, is something that could make you a lot of money, but it's something that's not really, either it's not really morally right, or it's, you know, it's dangerous, risky, those kinds of things. You know, something that's kind of like, you know, you're kind of dabbling in some stuff here that's not really, you know, not everyone would be able to do this, okay? And it's something that, you know, is just a little unhealthy, a little risky, a little dangerous even. Just something that's kind of bad, you know, bad news. And so also indicating that, you know, money is on your mind right now. It's as the most important thing. You're not really trying to make any commitments right now, so that's not really good for this guy, because you really kind of have to just make that commitment and wait and watch it build and just, you know, stay there in that one place, which can be very boring and stagnant. So it looks like you're not really trying to do that. It looks like you're trying to kind of run off and, you know, go have some fun and not really commit to anything, anyone, or any place. And you're just kind of going about life, and you might screw up that thing you're supposed to be waiting for. But we'll see where this goes. This is also Capricorn energy here. So some of you could be dealing with a player that's a Capricorn that makes a lot of money, or money is just on their mind a lot. That's like one of the most important things, which is kind of likely if it's a Capricorn, you know, because they are very focused on work and their the way their image, you know, and the way that they present themselves, how they look, and their pride, and, you know, their quality of life. They want it to be good. They'll work hard for it. Money is very important to them most of the time. Most of them that I know, their job is a big part of who they are and their image. So just keep that in mind if that is a Capricorn you guys are dealing with, for some of you. This person could be married, or you could be married, but I feel like it's somebody you're dealing with. Also, it could be a close friend or a therapist, someone you're getting advice from. You will have communication with this person, defending yourself. So if this is someone who is married, then I feel like it's you kind of defending yourself against, you know, their spouse, or it's them defending themselves against the spouse. You know, maybe the spouse caught them cheating or whatever it is, but someone's defending themselves here. So for whoever that relates, you know, that will relate to you guys in different ways. But, you know, the message is there. Communication with this person. I feel like it's someone, you know, new that you don't really know very well, someone who's involved in a married situation, or possibly a therapist, you know, and you're kind of defensive about seeing that therapist maybe. You know, it could be many things. So however that applies to you. Oh, that's also Taurus energy, by the way. Taurus. So if you're dealing with a Taurus, that would apply to you. If you're not, then, you know, leave it. This is Scorpio energy. So I feel like either with this therapist or friend that's giving you advice, or some person you're confiding in, that's not really gonna last very long. Either it's not gonna last very long, it's gonna end because you're kind of not really able to look at the problems you're going through, and a lot of hard work is, you know, coming your way because of that. Or it's a big transformation because you are looking at yourself and you're willing to do that work, almost like the hermit, right? But, you know, you're willing to put in work to change, or because you see that, you know, things are not really, you know, you have some things to change. The way that you're being judged and the way that you're judging yourself, you know, you can see now that there are things that you need to change. So that would be good. And also, if it's not a therapist and it's someone who's married, it could be that, you know, that situation's ending, or you know, maybe it's not, and the relationship that you two are in is kind of transforming into something else now, and it could be being judged by the community, or it could just be something that's really unconventional, or something that you know would be judged harshly, or just not, you know, judgment would be upon you if, you know, people were to know the exact extent and details of the situation, and a lot of hard work is coming your way because of that, but you're willing to put in that work is what I see. Because you find security in this situation, and very quickly the situation's going to improve, whatever that situation is, because you're going to be able to tap into how to find your security, exactly where you need to find it. You're going to be more self-sufficient. I don't know how you're going to do that, but you're going to, or that's at least what you're trying to do. Okay, and there is hope in that situation if you're able to do that. So it looks like you're headed in the right direction. Don't make any hasty decisions. Don't do anything without thinking. You know, really think things through before you do these things, or you can really screw some stuff up, okay? So just be thinking before you're acting. So either this is a naive energy that's kind of falling for something that isn't what it seems at first, or, you know, you're being lied to. You're just kind of carelessly giving into it and believing it and kind of, you know, feeling alive with that. But it could also mean that you're just feeling alive in general, and that this is a very exciting time. It's something that means a lot to you, and you're really excited about it, and you're not really worried about anything. You're ready to go, you're ready to live your life, and it's a very fun time. So just keep in mind that, you know, some things may be too good to be true, but sometimes, you know, it is exactly what they say it is, and it's good, and it's great, and that's why you're enjoying it. So we're going to move on to Oracle now. Okay. So it's kind of cool. It's got this little thing where you pull it out, and there's a guidebook, and you pull this out. Pull this up. Put this aside for right, or I'll just put it right here actually. Oh, okay. So here we are. See these? They're pretty cool. For those of you who haven't seen it yet. Sorry about that lighting, that's kind of like retarded, but alright. So give me some insight for Gemini. Oh yeah, by the way, these cards are like this big, okay? Excuse my nails, but these are, you know, compared to the tarot, these are like, so it's pretty big difference there. Just to give you a little example of kind of, you know, see where you're at with the size of these things. They're also very wide, right? So you can't really, I mean, you can, but barely. You know, I could barely like grab this and maybe just kind of like, it's kind of difficult to do it that way, so I just do it this way most of the time, you know. And as for shuffling, it's kind of difficult as well, so I don't do it this way. It's kind of difficult to do it this way. I mean, it's doable, and if you have bigger hands, then, you know, lucky you, because you're able to probably do that a lot easier, but yeah, I can barely do it. And I don't want to ruin the cards quickly, so I'm just going to not do that. But you could also do it this way, I guess. For some reason, ever since I've gotten them, they've kind of been bended in like this way, so it's kind of like different. It's kind of like you have to bend them and get them used to this kind of shuffling, so yeah, it's not really going to work for me either. That's why I just kind of stick to this way of doing it. It works. So give me some insight for Gemini. Give me some insight for Gemini. Insight for Gemini. Insight for Gemini. I saw somebody on YouTube do, they did it like the other way, like this. And it wasn't with this deck, but it was really cool. They did something like this. Kind of like a little twisty thing. It's cool. Like flips them around and stuff. And with this deck too, it's pretty cool because, oops. Alright, that's you. Because it's, there you go, the staff. So even if these were upside down, because some of them will be upside down, there's reversals in this deck. You know, you can use reversals. In the book, actually, it explains, you know, how the deck works and everything. And, here. And, it explains that basically you read it a certain way. If it's upside down, you read a certain, like I'll show you right now. Here, I want you to see that better. So it's a little bit better, okay. So that's really pretty. It's kind of like my nail color. But oh! So that's my dog. Buzz, stop it! Stop! Come here. Hey! Buzz. Yeah, so just hang on a second, because he's super annoying right now. Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. Okay. So yeah, you could see there is a, let me turn down the brightness a little bit. So there's a table of contents, and you just look for the one that it is, the staff, 51, and then you go 104. So we go to 104 now, and then here we are. So in the book, it's, you know, these are black and white, and you know, these are colored obviously, and the essence we'll read. And then, since it's upright, we will read the invitation. If it were reversed, we would read the medicine and not the invitation. So, it's pretty cool. So, the essence. The staff is the symbol of authority. It holds the power to temper extremes. The staff helps you find the right course of action, the way of the middle, and aids you to maintain your balance after you begin walking in that direction. Moses carried a serpent staff through the desert, and with it he could summon the power of nature to heal or call plagues. The staff reminds you of the impermanence of all things, and that your authority must come from your deep longing to serve. The invitation. You know how to flow easily between polarities, how to weigh all possibilities, and instinctively select the right path. Trust your inner wisdom and take the first step on a journey that your heart has already embarked on. Use the power of the staff to unite what appears to be divided, to find that delicate balance between will and surrender. So that kind of makes sense for you guys too. Like I said, freaky accurate. Every single reading I've done so far. So that's for you, Gemini. that's for this month. This is July 2019. I don't know if I said that, but I'm saying it now. So I hope you enjoyed that, and yeah, I really like this oracle deck. I'll do a review video about it and explain it a little more. I hope you related with that. If you did, let me know in the comments. If you didn't, let me know in the comments, and I'll see you guys next month. Okay, bye.